Gaming content, bro. A summary of gamers is that I go onto a video and say, hey, I think everybody should start even in ranked around like platinum, and there shouldn't be people with like 500 plus LP advantages as the season starts. And everybody says that I'm coping. They respond to a well thought out argument as to why the ranked ladder is f***ed up as a cope. That is a summary of the current gamer. The current gamer would rather worship someone mindlessly than have a fair ladder where they have an equal chance. That is absolutely... Yeah, they're saying that, oh, you're only saying that you aren't climbing because of this. And it's like, no, I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that the ladder should be even across the board, and that when I start a ladder, I shouldn't be magically behind somebody by 500 LP, even though the season reset. Yeah, I'd rather not lane against TF Blade. You see that? I can't tell if this Ali guy, he's got a default profile picture or whatever, so he's probably a moron, but like, he might actually think that. He might actually think that the odd, like he has actual odds of running into people laning as good as TF Blade, and that they would be there longer than 1 week. That's how dumb the average player is. They're literally saying, hey, I think that we should all start at even, just like any other competitive thing ever. Uh-oh, this is bad. And the average gamer right now is so fucking stupid that I say that. Well, it's League mainly. The average League person is so stupid that they would argue it. That's what I'm saying. Like the average gamer is so dumb that that's like their argument, man. Like they like they would rather worship. And the guy immediately, what did he do? He worshipped TF Blade. He pretended that being low elo is like a disease, that you can't overcome it, and that TF Blade is going to be in low elo games for longer than 1 week. And literally right across the board, idiot. Like, anybody that takes the ladder seriously would be low elo for a week. Like, no one would. The point is that everybody would have started at even. Oh, I'm not mad. You're just a simpleton, dude. And it's very sad. It has nothing to do with being mad. It's just sad. It makes me sad because I have to share the video games with you and be outnumbered by people like you, so we don't get a better game. We get a worse game. It makes me sad. It's not mad. I'm sad. I'm legitimately saddened by it because I have to think proactively about the next game that I'm going to have to play before it gets overrun by idiots. No, you would... Hold on, I gotta try to defend this first before I destroy your argument. Nah, fuck. I didn't get the recon ult fast enough. So let me destroy that argument. You're not gonna have iron players facing platinum players. You could just divide it, dude. You could literally just go hard reset plat, hard reset to bronze. That was the worst defense ever, I agree. You didn't say that. But that's the thing, dude. Does it not bother you that the ladder is not actually reset for 10 years? Ever? At all? Do you understand how fucking stupid this even is as a discussion? All I have to do is use the race analogy, a track meet. You go to a track meet. I won the last race last year. You go to a track meet and say, NEACE, I want to race you. I say, okay, cool. I start at minute 2 or mile 2. You start at mile 0. Let's race. First person of 5 miles wins. You go, but NEACE, that's bullshit. You start at mile 2. I say, yeah, no shit, it's bullshit. But guess what? I was the better racer last year, so I start at mile 2. How the fuck are we even having this discussion? Like, how is it even a discussion? But let me tell you what players do. They go, oh, NEACE, but Usain Bolt is a way better racer than you. Let's just use sprinting, right? Or I don't know. I don't know any like professional mile runners or whatever the fuck, right? You say Usain Bolt is a way better sprinter than you, so he should never, ever have to race with you ever. And you just go, huh? What does that even mean? Like, when did we find, like, if the season just started, no one has their times yet. So when we all just race and then figure out what our times are and then put people in brackets? Nope, that's not what happens, is it? You already start. If you were in Masters last season and the season resets, you're still in Master. You just have a different visual rank. That's it. It's the same MMR. It's the same thing. The ladder isn't reset. And you say, oh, well, Iron players will face Challenger players. Is it really that complicated to just go, we'll put the Platinum player, we'll put everybody that's Plat or higher into Platinum, and everybody that's Gold or lower into Bronze? You gonna complain then? You're gonna say, oh, well, Gold players have to play with Bronze players. Who cares? The season hasn't been reset in 10 years. Who gives a fuck? Make there be a reason to play the ladder. Like, it's such an obvious argument. Like, the only people that would argue against it are people that don't want a fair ladder or like people doing lame shit like dodging all half the fucking day and like, I don't know, doing fucking transfer abuse and all this stupid shit. League is not a race. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's the same thing. It's all the same thing. You try to get points by the end of the season. It's all the same. There's no difference. You start at 0 points. You try to end the season with a certain amount of points. No different. All the same. They all try to race to rank 1. World's first. It's always a race. Every single time. Yes. But League as a community is so toxic and fucking brainwashed and worshiping pros and streamers and all this dumb shit. They don't even want a fair ladder anymore. They just want to, I don't know. They just want to pretend that people are just inherently, hey, this guy is God. This guy is God. He's a mega Chad. He's the GOAT. He is so much better than everyone else. They would rather do that than go, the ladder is kind of bullshit. There are people that are legit gods in League and that have held up for years and years and years and have climbed for years and years and years. But like lately, I can't even tell you who the fuck's good and bad. And it happened around the time where Dopa started having to duo. When Dopa started duoing in ladder's dead. When Dopa started talking all that shit about like fucking Riot accounts, that was years ago too. Ladder's dead. Yeah. So it's just, but like, all I want, basically, at the end of the day, I ended D2 last season, went 2-8 in placements, got placed in Diamond 4 to put it into perspective. Yeah, that's essentially what I'm getting at. And it's not even to flame you though. It's just, wouldn't you agree? Like, wouldn't you agree that everyone should just kind of start at the same spot and then we all have a reason to play the ladder? Which guess what that would do? That would make queue times go down. That would make the rank feel more earned every year. That would mean that you have to like claw through the fucking player base as well. It would also be cool to see new faces in the ladder from time to time. Instead of all these gimmicky, all this gimmicky trickery with fucking accounts with high MMR that never get decayed.